Hey, Ashley. Hey, peaceful lioness. How are you? Okay, I call myself positive music. I ain't want to be praying with we don't need no other body in the background, but there I was. I thought I paused it. Hey, that's all right. If you married, would I believe you won't need no other body? How about that? Who wants to come up? Living Stone. All right, Living Stone. I like that name. Okay. You laughing at me, Linus. Okay, because I was trying to prize the song, honey. Because, when I get my husband, I'm going to be saying, you don't need no other body. But right now, I wasn't trying to sing that while I was praying to the Lord. Thank you. Hey, Living Stone.
Yeah, hello.
How are you?
Doing good. Yourself?
Yeah. Ashley Bills, what's up?
Hi, not much. It wasn't letting me come up. I apologize. I have
Okay.
bad service right now.
Yeah, I saw your network it was doing a loop de loop, but I'm glad you got here. So, this book, I don't know, is it up? I thought I had put it up here. Let me see. I call myself pinning it so you all can see it. Okay, so I think it's there now. Okay, yeah, it's there now. So, this is the book that we're reading. It's called The Little Book of Big Lies, and it's all about how there are messages that we receive at some point in our life that impact the way we respond to situations. So chapter 7 says, when was the last time you said I'm upset? When was the last time you said I'm upset? And then she says, the tears fall. They are so easy to wipe off into my sleeves. But how do I erase the stains from my heart? So we can wipe away those tears, but those stains in our heart, how do we get rid of those? Hey, Angie. Hey.
I'm gonna switch over into
Hey.
Lisa.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. Okay. And
So, hey, Lisa.
yeah, and I want to apologize because I appreciate you for being on me, girl. Yesterday, it was just like I was like, Lord, I know that's why I know that what I'm doing is ministry work because I don't be wanting to do it on Saturday. And
I
honey,
was saying, did I miss it? I was like, no, you need to do
right, I didn't do it all.
it.
Yeah, so I do book clubs on Saturday morning, and y'all, I just struggle. You don't see it. If you see it, Livingstone is at the bottom. It's tagged at the bottom. It's called The Little Book of Big Lies, and you can click on it and get the information about the book. But yes, I was supposed to do a book club, so I think I might see what I can do tomorrow. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. I'm a definitely make up for Saturday. I may struggle to do this Saturday, so I might do some Friday nights. Um, I know it'll be a lot of people talking on Friday nights, but I may do a book club on Friday night because sometimes I just need to sleep in, Jesus. So yeah, well, I got the reminder message from Angie about my Saturday morning book club around. I think she texted about 2 in the afternoon. She was like, "Did we miss something?" Child, I was at the movies with my son watching. He wanted to see Jurassic World, and then in the middle of the movie, what did he say? Okay, mommy, I think I'm gonna go to sleep, so you can just wake me up when it's over. I said, "What?" It had got too scary for him. He was like, "I'm gonna take a nap." He didn't though, but I guess he was like, "I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this." Do y'all like dinosaur movies and stuff like that? Is it just my child? Anyway, so let's get into when was the last time you said I'm upset? Angie, did you get Lisa? Did you all get a chance to read it? Lioness, did you guys get a chance to read this chapter?
Yes,
Okay, what you all think about it?
it was very sad.
Yeah,
It was sad. And her thing is that if her dad had talked about what happened to him, to the mother, I'm just trying to figure out would he have truly treated her that much different, or
right,
still not trust her?
right,
That was what I was wondering.
right.
Would for all the beatings she would get just because his nice mother, um, you know, his dad. It just that was really deep, and I'm sure as a child that is painful But to translate that into someone as loving as her mother seemed, that was really hard.
Right. So she described her father as a fair disciplinarian, but as a husband, he loved their mother, but he was terribly controlling and sometimes emotionally and physically abusive. Okay. And so they recalled an incident where they were arguing in the car, mom and dad was arguing in the car and the kids were in the back, and dad got so upset he got out of the car and he was getting ready to go around to the side to the mom, and the kids could see how enraged he was. Everybody locked the door. The kids locked the door. The dad could not get in the car, and the mom climbed over the seat and drove off. And gave him a chance to cool off and get his thoughts together. And then by the time he got home, they said that he was able to change. They said they believed that their dad they said that dad had made a pact with himself to allow himself to never go ballistic and hit mom again. And it worked for a while. So it worked for what, like a century? It worked for a long time. He was able to maintain his anger to the point where he wasn't aggressive toward his wife. However, when I guess the kids got older is when he had a bat again. And so from that, she says that, and mom decided that, she was going to leave him. And it wasn't until he got in court. A lot of times when you divorce someone, you have to go through, you're right, Linus, it's like especially hard for boys too. So when they went, sometimes when you go through divorce court, they make you go to some sort of counseling or mediation. And they found out that one day when he was young, when he was about 8 or 9 years old, he came home from school and witnessed his mom having sex with with a family friend. And he saw that image every single day of his life. He saw that image. And because he saw that image, he did not trust his wife. And he made it difficult for his wife. She went to the grocery store. He had a problem, right? She was gone too long. It was always something where he was just triggered. And so instead of telling his wife what his trigger was, he made it difficult for her, right? So is that what you were talking about, Lisa?
Right. To me, the only way he could have resolved that in his life, he should have asked his mother I don't know what point she died, but the key thing was to have asked his mom why.
Yeah. Because
that's the only person who could have really resolved that issue.
Right.
What made you, yeah.
No, go ahead. I'm disagreeing with you.
Okay. Yeah, for him to understand her hurt or whatever. I mean, it's no excuse to cheat, but what is it that caused her to a negative behavior,
right,
for what she was doing,
right?
I don't know. Maybe the daddy was cheating, and she couldn't pay the bills, so I don't know.
Right.
Anyway.
Right. And whatever that was, it has such a lasting impact on him that he should have said something to somebody. Anytime, something impacts you to the point where it spills over into your interaction with other people. Thank you all for liking the live. When it spills over into your other relationships, that's a sign that something is wrong. And so the author mentions a 2-year course that she participated in. That was a spiritual psychology course. And what she learned by, Holdnick, explained that I'm upset because the statement of being I'm upset. So she says the statement of I'm upset is a problem in your mind. It relates to old hurt and it is inflamed and it locks inside of you. Okay. So I'm upset because of a misconception is in what we believe, whatever follows that because. So when we say I'm upset because, she said it's the responsibility of our own being upset. I'm upset because you won't listen means that I believe you are making me upset. We make something outside of us the reason for our upset. When we think that other people and things cause us to be upset, we never get to the core of being upset. So if people ain't coming to my live, make me feel some kind of way, then what is it about some kind of way that's really underlining for me? Am I feeling whatever it is that I'm feeling because I just use that as an example. because nobody's coming to the live, right?
Right. And I like the statement she made on page 129 when you saying I'm upset because she says upset already lives within me. And this experience just triggered it.
Upset already lives within me. So we're upset about something already. Is that what she's saying?
Yeah, upset already existed inside of you. And that was just the trigger.
Okay. So Livingstone, when you be going off on the people at work, it's something going on inside of you. It's not them, it's you. Because you allowed them to trigger you. What you think about that?
To me, I was trying to understand a coworker. And if you listen and wait long enough, you'll figure it out. And sure enough, when I was just asking about the loss of her mom and how she's been doing, she went into a spiel of things that I never really. It was a trigger as how she's coping, and she mentioned a small incident of the sister disagreeing with the sale of the house and how it should be split. And her sister has been so mean in this, and she said even since a little girl. And I always wondered why she was always snapping and go off at little things at work. Because that was inside of her ever since she's been young, because her sister has been so mean. She's so mean. And I've been dealing with that since childhood of little things that have gone on. And now as an adult, she's doing the same thing. But somebody needs to find out why she was being so mean to her siblings. Yeah. And
sometimes people get upset when they're sick. A lot of times people that have chronic pain are very, very angry, and their anger is displaced because of that chronic pain. So that could be a reason to say I'm upset because, and they don't want to say the reason why. Like you're upset because your body is inflamed.
It's so funny you said that because that's the other one, her friend. She will apologize and just say I have terrible migraines, and it just make me, when I don't feel good,
exactly,
respond negative. But little things.
So Holnick explains that our real upset is always deeper than the because we assign it to the because we assign it to. In other words, there is no such thing as I'm upset because. The more accurate sentence is simply I'm upset. Upset already lives within us, and it's the experience that triggers it. Okay, so you said that on page. I thought you said page 129. Okay, my bad. Okay. So then she talked about her daddy, and he was carrying this torture of anger and upset. And that's why he would blow up so easy. So men that are very, very aggressive, I can't say men, but I just because I'm a single woman and, I think about men, but women too, when you're dating someone and they're constantly aggressive, they're constantly argumentative, they are dealing with a torture. And if they don't want to deal with it, huh?
I said it's time to say good.
And say deuces, booses. Because who want to deal with that? If you're not tapping into your torture, then am I supposed to deal with your torture? Thank you. That's crazy. Unresolved upset is like an open wound. It's full of pus and tender with hurt until it's given the self-attention that allows the healing process to begin. So then she goes back to talk about her dad. She said the pact dad made with himself on his walk home. When he had to walk home. I wonder how long that took him to get home, honey. Ain't no telling where they was when them kids left him. She said was a testament to his willpower, but will is never a cure. So if you can make a pact with yourself, thank you. If you make a pact with yourself that I'm gonna stop dealing with this issue. I'm gonna deal with my anger. I'm gonna deal with this, whatever this is. But if you're not dealing with the hurt behind it, they're saying that, oh, thank you. They're saying that as a result of that, you've never really cured it, right?
Right. I'm gonna go bigger with it too.
Go bigger.
African American men has a history of trauma. for generations they deal with.
Mm-hmm.
And when they have to go in the workplace,
Mm-hmm.
it's no joke of what they have to deal with in their place in society.
Right.
That it's unfortunate that they, in so many ways, go home and tear up their families because it's misplaced anger.
It's misplaced anger.
That they're
Wow.
dealing with it, in the workplace.
Wow. What do you think about that? Living Milestone, are you there? I mean, Living Stone, are you there? Living Stone.
Jason, Jason
Hey,
P.
Coach Steven, how are you?
I'm all right.
Good. What are you doing?
I had an invite from you. I said, let me go see what my friend got going on.
Thank you. Thank you. So we're reading the Little Book of Big Lies. Thank you for coming in.
Okay. I'm going to mute my phone because my girls are talking to me too, but I want to listen in.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. I'm trying to see if Livingstone somebody that's going to engage with us. Livingstone, you're not saying nothing. I'm going to drop you if you're not going to be engaging. You just going to stand in here? I thought I knew who you were. Maybe I don't know who this person is. Are you there, Livingstone?
Yeah, they not muted, so I wouldn't even keep wasting time with.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, he got his little 10 cents. They be all right. So thank you for coming. I need to re-up my thing so I can give people. But so we're discussing. So the beginning of the I like this chapter. So the beginning of the chapter always discusses a scenario. So the author recalled an incident between her and her father, in which her father attacked their mother. And when he did it, he attempted to attack the mother, and the kids all decided, no, you not. And they all ran and let me tell people. They all ran and locked the door. So when dad got out to go on the other side to get mom, they was like, nope. So they locked the door. And so they were saying that a lot of times when you try to blame situations, I'm upset because. So that's what we're talking about. I'm upset because is the lie. It's they say it's not the real source of your hurt or just discomfort. So we're going to be processing that hurt and discomfort and why people blame their hurt on other things rather than to deal with the underlying issues that they have going on. Okay. And even with the Bible says to cast your cares upon the Lord because he cares for us. But if you just say, wait, Lord, I'm upset because, Lisa pissed me off, but knowing good and well, there is something deeper than that you're dealing with, right? So they said the act of looking within is not passive, it's courageous and it's dynamic. It says you can begin to look within by asking yourself the question the next time you find yourself getting upset, you getting triggered, or behaving irrationally. When was the first time I felt this way? Experience this kind of reaction. Okay, wait a minute. I'm going off. Is this what's causing me to go off like this? What's going on? Hey, let me see. Who is this trying to come up? I don't know who you are. I don't know. You ain't said nothing in the chat. You just want to just come on up. You got to engage in the chat, boo. I don't just let people just join and just come on up because I don't know who you are. We want to make sure that, you like legit want to talk about the Little Book of Big Lies. Wait a second, y'all. My auntie is texting me. I apologize for this, y'all. Go and say something, Lisa. Or Angie. You there, Angie? You busy? Sure. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we got people here, but they must be multitasking. So it's all good. So he says that, when we find ourselves behaving irrationally, we need to, find out what kind of reaction we have. So did that bring any thoughts up for you, Coach Steven?
What's the name of that book? It sounds very good. What's the name of that?
You see it at the bottom is the little book of big lies. It's at the bottom of
Look,
the screen. I pinned it.
okay, the little book of big lies. Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, I want to listen in a lot more because that might be something I want to purchase there.
Right. Okay, hell is hot, Jesus saved. Okay, right. So whenever you answer, so when you ask yourself, when was the first time I felt this way or experienced this kind of reaction? She says, whenever you answer, sit in your observer chair. So she talked in the first chapter about sometimes we need to watch ourselves. We need to sit back and just recall some things that we've gotten into. And that's when you're sitting in your observer chair. You're sitting back, you're thinking, and you're processing, okay? So you're sitting in your observer chair, okay? And you look at the old memories on the screen. When was the last time that I behaved like this? Sometimes you got to really think, you got to really dig in. Lisa, did you have something? So you came off of mute.
Oh, initially I did. I was going to mention when the idea of her book with the larger title, The Little Book of Big Lies, is because, as she mentioned in the second part of the title, A Journey to Inner Fitness, the little lies, I mean, the book is small, you know, it's the way it's designed, but what's big about it is the effect of these small things that have happened to us in the past,
right,
has become magnified in our current life, making big messes in our lives because of a small thing that wasn't dealt with earlier in life. It was hard in a way. It just became, you know, a bigger situation. Yeah. And how do you fix that? How do you deal with it? And the biggest thing that she's saying is that you have to confront it. You have to talk about it.
Right. Right. And people don't be wanting to talk. Hey, Angie, you back again on the tick to the top. What's up, sis?
Hey,
Hey.
I'm ready to jump in.
Jump on in. In.
The part that Lisa brought up about it's not because anyone did anything to you. The cause is whatever was in you the whole time was triggered, right? I'm telling you, these chapters keep playing all in my face. Like this one did my whole life. And as soon as I read it, so I started reading it last week, and I was confronted with something this week at the hospital. And boy, you talk about triggered. I mean, it took me all the way back to the marriage, right? And I went home. That's the night I got on live, and I was like, I'm not gonna sit in this. I have to. But if I hadn't read this already, I'm sure it would have played out differently. But because I read it,
Holy Spirit led you to read the book.
baby, I would have been asking for bail money.
You got time for that, sis. Okay.
I'm so when I tell you I am so serious because it dug up something from like my entire marriage that I dealt with. And I thought it was gone. I didn't know it was still there. So it was like a blitz attack. It totally caught me off guard because I'm like, I'm not bothered by that anymore. And boy, let me tell you, was so bothered. But I was able to confront it. And I was like, I'm going live. I cannot go to bed with this on me. And that night I talked myself right out of it. Like it just, before I knew it, it had come up. And so I know that that's something that I have to continue to face and deal with, and it resurfaced again today. And because John would always say the knowledge of a thing lessens the tension of a thing. So because I knew going in what it was, I was able to shake that thing off today. And I've been doing the work all week. I really have. So it's really true. Something was on the inside, and it was hurt from how I felt like I hadn't been protected. I hadn't been, he didn't stand up for me. He didn't speak up for me. So when this opportunity came again, oh, yeah, but I left, before I would just be silent. But we talked about it this week. I was like, hey, I need to talk to you about this. I need to let you know why I left. I need to let you know why I felt the way I felt. And in doing that, the truth of so many things came out, Z, and I really felt small for even reacting the way I did, because one, what happened last week, it wasn't even intentional. And I was blaming him, and the blame didn't even go on him. So you have to confront that thing, and you have to be brave enough to confront it, right? And you have to be ready. And 5 years ago, I wouldn't have been ready. I don't even know if I would have been ready 6 months ago. But having the knowledge of this chapter going into it, yo, Chad, your girl growing.
Growing.
We over here growing up.
Okay.
But you do, like, it was there the whole time. And I couldn't blame it on him. I couldn't blame it on them. It was me. And if the truth be told, it goes all the way back to even some childhood things, and I'm unpacking some stuff, and I'm working through it. So that was good.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you for sharing that, girl. And
You're welcome.
thank you for your gifts and loving the live and loving the crew. Okay, we loving the crew. Okay, if somebody want to come up, come on up, honey. Come on in. I knocked myself out. I just put my my little backup up there because I want y'all to know, because you know how TikTok does. And then hey. So the book that we're reading is called The Little Book of Big Lies, and I pinned it at the bottom. So we're getting into chapter 7, which is called, I always keep forgetting the name. When was the last time you said I'm upset because? So we're getting into the because we're upset. Because we get upset and we think it's because of whatever it is, but it's really something deeper. And we think it's because of whatever it is, but it's really something deeper. And so we're processing the something deeper. What's up, Flawless? My boy. What's up? My guy.
And the deeper aspect is usually something within yourself.
Yeah. That's good. That's real good. So she says, looking within is a profound act of self-care. Okay. We got to look within. And it sends the message that I matter to every cell in your body. All living things, including ourselves, respond to care. A dog wags its tail. Plants grow when we give attention, when we give them a time and attention. Our inner wholeness also blossoms when we show ourselves self-care. Hey, that's good. That is good right there. Ain't that good? That is good right there. Looking within is a critical first step. It empowers us to stand up, festering. Thank you. It empowers us to stand up to festering, unresolved upsets. And take control of it and allow it to unravel and heal. Hey, we need to unravel that thing. We need to peel back them onions. Let's get it. and let's be blessed, okay? Because we can't get to the big old blessings that we're supposed to have because now we bound up in this hurt. I'm upset because what? Okay? And then we can't get to what we need to get to. So when we get that man, we've been praying for our man, our woman, and then they do something that trigger us, what? I'm mad because you know what you did. You know what you did. At work, upset with your boss. You know what you did. That's me. The baby.
Oh,
Yeah, hey, Flawless. What's up?
hi. Is my mic clear?
Your mic sounds good, honey. My mic sounds nice. Check one.
Okay, that's good.
I know that's probably a
Hi.
little bit before your time. You don't know
Hi.
that. You
What's
know
up,
that?
guys?
Oh, I was about to do that.
Wait, Flawless, do you even know what that is? My mic
Probably
sounds
not.
nice. Check one. You know that?
My mic sounds
No one
nice.
was. No what?
Do you know that's something? That's all you need to say. That's how you know the age.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't even hear what you said. Do I know?
Oh,
what
now
that?
you ain't hear
No,
it.
come again. I really didn't hear you.
Do you know the term "my mic sounds nice"? Check one.
No, we don't say that over here.
Don't
But
even try it.
what does that? What does that mean? What does it
Okay,
mean?
Lisa, you know that, don't you, Lisa?
What's remember what?
Oh, see, my mic sounds
Oh,
nice.
man.
My mic sounds nice.
Check one. My mic sounds nice. Check two.
Two.
I guess
It's
Well,
okay, Z. It's okay. I know it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sis. I know it.
that will go far. Which one is that?
Don't worry about it. Me and Angela know it.
Okay.
I ain't after nobody else. Okay. Thank you, Lioness. Thank you,
Hey,
Angie.
who sent me all these gifts? Thank you. Who sent me gifts?
I'm
Wait
a
a minute.
Did he play the age card?
Thank you, Lioness. Thank you so much. Hey, Angie, thank you so much for
It's
the
not Dougie Fresh, Yolanda. Yolanda. It's not Dougie Fresh. Oh my goodness.
Okay, it was LL Cool J.
Know something about that passage you just read. Now, I haven't read the book,
Uh-huh.
but just sitting here listening to what you're reading is very, very, very interesting. That passage you just read, it pretty much just lets us know, we need to evaluate, do some self-evaluation. We come up with these rhymes and reasons why we're upset with people and all of this, but a lot of times, that self-evaluation plays a big part.
Yes.
It wouldn't be so easy to let people get to those certain parts of us to irritate us and all these other things. And so I'm listening. I'm taking in, and I think I'm gonna have to purchase this book though, but I'm kind of anxious to hear what's going on in this chapter.
Okay. Well, that's what's up. Hey, Angie, tell them about how many books you gonna be buying. You and Lisa. Lisa, tell them about these
Man,
books.
we do 10 books a month. Let me tell you something.
Okay. I used to. Hi, go ahead, Lisa.
Don't forget the library.
Oh yeah, don't say Lisa. Go to the library. Lisa had you at the library, honey. Lisa like I used to buy all these books. See, and then did I go on my spiritual journey? Did I be trying to do the love journey? And then I be honey. What?
Okay. Can I say one thing?
I was ready for Saturday, Tuesday.
I know. I'm
Yep, I
sorry.
told her.
And I got my book, honey. I got it.
I'm sorry. Well, yeah, let me know y'all want to do a makeup day. We're gonna try to do a makeup day this week.
Oh, I'm with it.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do a makeup day. Cause
I want to say one thing.
Wait, what's that? Lisa want to say?
Okay.
Go ahead, Lisa.
I was just going to say, in response to the person that said self-evaluation is important,
Mm-hmm.
it is, but so often, sometimes when an individual is young, they don't have the knowledge or the words. Sometimes they may not have the words to express the painful thing that has happened to them. And two, they don't have enough understanding of the subject matter when it came to the young man seeing his mother having sex with someone. And then third, who do you discuss a situation like that related to your mom with anyone else, and to have the ability to even confront her when you don't have the language to have such a discussion with your mother, that it gets so complex to even, that's why it festers and it stays with that person. But at some point, as you get older, you've got to talk about it. And how do you do
Thank you
that?
for that one.
Get that self-reflection and evaluate it.
Yeah, because I was even thinking, like, if the mom married, he didn't even say that the mom was married till later in the book. I'm just like, okay, I mean, I'm not saying that we can't be mad about walking in on mom, but was that person in the house? Go ahead, Angie. Was it you that wanted to say something? I want to pause it because I'm pedaling. I didn't know if y'all could hear Lisa.
Yeah, I didn't hear. Thank you.
You heard when I stopped pedaling?
Huh? No. It had nothing to do with the peddling.
Oh, okay.
I just couldn't hear.
Oh, okay. We're gonna do something about that. I'm gonna try to do better. I'll put the computer closer.
The coach spoke about when we turn that light on us, that some of the things that would be able to touch us when we're looking outwardly, right? They will not have access to us. And that is so true. I spoke about someone I was upset with, and I had to forgive her and let it go. And when I went and apologized, I was mad because she was like, "Oh yeah, I forgive you." And I'm like, "Girl, you offended me." But it was me. I had to let it go. Like, she may never see why that part or what she did, why it triggered whatever was in me, right? But when I dealt with what was in me, like, she did something with what was in me. Like, she did something last week at work. And I was just sitting there, and she said, "Why are you looking at me like that?" But I was like, dang, I know if I hadn't dealt with this thing, that right there would have pushed me. Like, I would have been upset. I would have been like trying to explain stuff to her. But I was just looking at her like, dang, and she has no clue. But before, I would have felt like, oh, she did that on purpose. But now, like, I'm just seeing things differently. Like, I'm the one who can control that. I don't have to let that mess get to me.
Yeah.
Because she's still living her life, being whatever she being. But had to remember where I was. But like, it is so true. I have control over me. I have to fix me. I have to determine what is going to get to me, what I'm going to respond to, and not to react to things, So that's so true. And it starts with Angie looking at Angie, not Z, but me looking at me.
That's right.
Period.
That's right. That's good. Exactly. Okay. Anybody else? Peaceful? You got any thoughts?
Good. That, especially that self-reflection. Because Angie just kind of helped me get myself together Saturday with that very thing. I gotta take a look at what's inside of me and how I respond to it, and that's what makes the biggest difference. My response to the situation, rather than me worrying about the problem. And one thing that she did bring out to me was that once you let it go and you realize that there's nothing that you can do to change it, your response is not to them but to yourself, or to Yahweh rather. It's not going to make a huge difference at all, because that gives room for him to work it out the way it's supposed to work out anyway. So I got to get out of the way and let him do it.
Okay.
One thing I've learned over time is that the enemy's arsenal is only as full as we allow it to get.
Mm.
It's only going to use the only thing that can affect you. So if you eliminate his access to what affects you, then he has no access to you. What am I saying? I'm saying simply go over your own life, look in that mirror, and go through your own life and eliminate those things that you already know drive a wedge between you and the Most High. Anything that's opposite of His will for your life. His will is for that we prosper, that we succeed, that we grow, that we walk in wisdom. All these different things. So when you go to the root of your own self and you find these things that hinder that growth in there and start eliminating them, guess what? You are eliminating every weapon that could have been formed against you that we already know ain't gonna prosper, but we eliminating those weapons when we do that self-check. You know, if I look in the mirror and I look at Steve and I'd be like, okay, now I try to be a shoulder for everybody else. All right, now it's time for me to look in this mirror and get myself together. What is it that I need to get together? Is my conversation right? Is my conversation lining up with my walk? You know, is my facial expressions? Because a lot of body activity, body actions speak more louder than our words. You know, you're not approachable when people look at you and be like, man, I ain't finna go say nothing to them. So there's different things that we can work on that will make our walk a lot easier.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Lisa? Okay. All right. My Voom crew ain't here. Did you have any more thoughts? I know you're multitasking. I just don't want to leave you out. Because I got to pause when you talk because I got to do something about the volume. I don't know why my computer be so low, but go ahead.
Well, those were just good points. Thanks for sharing those, St. Angela and the guy.
Coach Stephen. Yeah. So like he said, take that time to evaluate. You know, the Bible talks about that too. So we need to take that time to evaluate, right? And so, you know, and I like how she says we need to sit in our observer chair. So sitting in our I can't even say the word observer chair can be in a time, you know, in your prayer closet, okay? Wherever you're going to be with your pen and paper and sit down and evaluate. You know, do you all, does anybody ever write down things that they go through? Is anybody any journalers on the panel? Anybody? Okay, just me. All right, so
Yes, I journal.
Okay, good.
A whole lot of the feelings. I journal.
Okay, Yolanda.
The events of my daily life, and the event itself would generate my feelings about something, and feelings change.
They do.
But the event and what actually happened doesn't, and therefore I can look back at the journal, see what was happening at the time, where I was going, what I was doing, what I saw.
That's good.
And therefore, yeah, it can resolve itself, and you know, as I reflect.
That's good. And anybody else want to come up, you're definitely invited to come up. If you chatting, and the people that I see that's chatting, Yolanda, Tatted, you know, you can come on up. You know, if anybody, Foxy, you already know you can come up. I appreciate you liking the live. I don't want to exclude nobody. I drop myself out so you can come up. She said you can go back and look how God brought you through something. That's what I'm saying about the journaling. When you go back, like I have journals, y'all, from high school. You know, that boyfriend you never thought you was going to get over. Maybe it was just me. You know, he was so fine. He hurt my feelings. You know, I could not get over it. Oh, my mom was getting on my nerves. You know how, you know, and now my mom's in heaven. And I look back at that time and I'm just like, I can even recall in my mind some arguments I had with my mom. Some things when I just was disobedient. You know, I got a scar from being disobedient. She told me not to put that Popeye in the oven. I'm like, I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna be, you know, she ain't want the oven on in the summertime, but I want to be a Popeye. And now I got this scar. I put it up on the high rack, and then my arm touched the thing. But you know, it helps me to understand what was in me that made me feel like I could just do what I wanted to do. What was that? Was that some anger? You ain't gonna tell me I can't have no pie pie. I like pie pies. What's So
guess you were just in your feelings of that I'm an adult and I can make a decision.
there it
Even though
is.
it wasn't the right one at that time.
It wasn't.
You're going to be the boss.
Right. And every time I look at this, there it is. I remember that. I don't remember exactly what year and time that was. Just rebellion, right? But you know, when they're gone, I mean, all you have is those memories, and right. But you know, when they're gone, I mean, all you have is those memories. And did I have to have the pot pie? Did I have to have this? And couldn't it have been a scar because me and my mom was having a good time? You know, that was, you know, we had went out to the mall and cut up. No, I got to have it because, you know, I didn't want to listen.
So this is what you do with those old memories.
Okay.
It is possible to take back our power. To take our power back from old memories and hurts. To let go of I'm upset because statements, and I don't know if you said it, and release all people and things from the responsibility of making us happy.
That's good.
And by telling yourself, I'm acknowledging my hurt and letting go of the false assumptions and hurtful conclusions that I've drawn. I'm letting in the light of forgiveness. I'm ready to heal.
Yes. Ain't that good? Come on, Tina. Tina be saying that thing, didn't it? Yes. Say it again, Lisa.
Yes. From which statement? The last.
Were you reading the last part of 121?
Yes.
Okay, read it one more time, please.
This was 123.
Oh, okay.
And that it is possible to take back. It is possible to take our power back from old memories and hurts, to let go of I'm upset because statements, and release all people and things from the responsibility of making us happy. Begin by telling yourself, I'm acknowledging my hurt and letting go of the false assumptions and hurtful conclusions that I've drawn. I'm letting in the light of forgiveness. I'm ready to heal.
Y'all, that's good. Who want the light to come on in? Not out, but in. Who want that light? Is it just me? Y'all like you doing too much.
Not just you, it's all of us.
Okay. We need that light. And y'all know what the light is. The everlasting light, honey.
Z,
Yes.
you all the way up tonight, and I love it. This is the Z I met, honey. I love it. So is it Steve? Is it Coach Steve?
Who? Kobe?
Coach.
Kobe? Oh, Coach Steve. Okay, girl, I'm all in another book.
So he said something about that weapon, right? Angela. So he said it a lot better than I could, but it's really what I was trying to express on Saturday, right? Like, we can take it.
I'm gonna give it a try, y'all.
And keep it from being a weapon, right? When we realize what the enemy is using it for, I mean,
okay, no problem. Let's see. You're gonna be good now, because you know we don't I don't really know you, so you're gonna be good. Jim. Okay, well go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay. Go ahead, put your mic. Go ahead and mute your mics till Angie gets done talking, and you can get some feedback. Okay.
But peaceful.
Right.
That's what I was trying to express, and he said it perfectly. Like, when we realize what it's for, it goes back to what John said: the knowledge of a thing. When we know why it is sent, we can move accordingly. Like what I just saw was when my nephew was playing basketball for high school, you know, I would tell my brother, go sit you know, on the floor and talk to him. Go talk to him. And I was like, tell him to get his head in the game. And he was like, I got it. And so he said, this is not the time for me to teach him. he said the time for him to learn is when we're practicing, when the lights are gone, when we're on that court, and I can talk to him one on one and the distractions are gone, right? Because in the heat of it, like, you might not get it. So we have to do that work, like reevaluate that self-reflection that we're talking about outside of the war zone,
Yeah.
to kind of figure out, like, okay, what was this sent for? And it is so true. Like, I used to hear them say in church, the only thing that I regret is that I stayed in sin too long, right?
Mm.
And I understand, like, we have a path to walk, but I also understand what they meant, because as soon as I forgave that girl, when I tell you doors began to open for me, I was in denial, like, I don't have to forgive her. She did this, and I'm not ready. But when I got ready and I removed, it was work that I had to do. Yahweh was not going to do that work for me. And had I not decided to do it, I would still be sitting there struggling. And when I say I let it go, I kid you not, immediately doors began to open for me. Blessings began to overtake me, because the Bible is right. If we don't forgive, we can't be forgiven. The Bible
Say
says,
it again. Say it again, sis.
if we don't forgive, we can't be forgiven.
There it is.
Lay that gift at the altar, go fix whatever it is. And in this case, it was me. And then come back and give him, because and it's amazing. I was writing scriptures for John to go on the hospital wall today. And I said, give me some scriptures that will encourage and motivate you. And he said, you know, the scripture about leave your gift at the altar. I was like, that's motivation for you? And he said, yeah, I mean, but as I wrote it, what came to my mind was, we could have the best gift in the world, and Yahweh don't even want it. If my heart is not right, if I'm over here being mean to people, acting ugly, got a nasty attitude, don't know how to forgive, don't know, he don't want that gift. He said, lay the gift down, get your little nasty self together. And when you get your little nasty self together, then you come back and give me that gift.
That's what he said.
It's an offering, and he doesn't have to take it. How we got there, I'm not quite sure. So I'm going back on mute.
Yeah, honey, we here we are. Yeah, here we are.
I'm going on mute.
Here
Thank
we
you.
are. That was good. That was real good. Jim, did you have any thoughts? And please forgive me for not remembering you. You know, I meet people from time to time, so thank you for coming up. But you know, sometimes you be having a lot of people coming in, you don't know who they are. So, but go ahead. You have any thoughts about what we're discussing?
I think I met you first with Teresa.
I'm sorry.
I met you with Teresa.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming in. Do you have any thoughts about what we're discussing? Teresa's
No,
another
but
live host.
I know you used to hold a good programs. So during your life, I believe I used to learn good things from your life.
Okay.
So actually, I don't know the topic that you guys were discussing now. But if you tell me, I can still have something to say about that.
Okay. So did you hear what what Angie was saying?
Sorry.
Did you hear what the statements that Angie was talking about?
Not really. I wasn't focusing.
Okay. Do you want to possibly stay on the live and then just come back up if you have something to say, or just give some chats in the live, because I want people that are able to kind of engage to be up in the box, if that's okay with you, if you understand. Okay.
I'm sorry, I barely understand this American accent. I'm
Okay.
an
Well,
African
well,
man.
what I'm asking is if you don't mind just dropping down so that I can have a box available for someone that wants to say something. And then, you
All right.
can, yeah, okay. But thank you. Please stay, so you can learn something. Like you said, you learn from me. We learn from each other. So I appreciate you coming in.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you for joining.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right. Passport, thank you for joining. You got some thoughts for us?
Hey, I actually am brand new. I just been hanging out. It's a kid-free week, so I decided to get on TikTok live and see what people are talking about. So I don't know the topic. What is
Okay.
it?
Okay. So
See what people are talking about. So I don't know the topic. What is
okay.
it?
Okay, so we're reading this book that's pinned here. It's called The Little Book of Big Lies, and we're discussing how a lot of times our pain, when we're in painful situations, it causes us to respond. But a lot of times we think we're responding based on that situation. So say you're in a TikTok, right, and someone calls you the B word, and you like, wait a minute now, and then you cussing them out, and you going back and forth with them. But what the author is saying is that you think you're mad because someone called you the B word, but what you're really mad about is something deeper than that. It triggers something inside of you that makes you respond. Okay, so that's what we're discussing. So the chapter is called, I keep forgetting the name of this chapter. It's called, oh, wait a minute, that's chapter 6. Okay. When was the last time you said I'm upset because? And then we deal with that because. But yes, congratulations for the kid free weekend, because as you just heard, my child was just here talking in the live. So
Yes.
you see alive, honey.
It's wonderful. I'm like,
I know it is. I know
of
it.
And I think I'm getting 2 weeks.
Hey, come on,
so
2 weeks. I think I'm gonna make a weekend for myself. I'm definitely gonna get one day. So he's trying to call us dad now. I don't know. It may happen today, but if not, we'll figure it out. Okay, we'll go with plan B.
Well, I hope you get that day. But
Thank
that sounds
you.
like a really great book. Everybody on the panel is reading that?
Well, for those, well, no, not everybody. And see,
Okay.
that's the reason why I opened it up, because a lot of times people don't really have time to read, and the books are so good, I have to process them. So, a lot of, we were always on Zoom, and then at some point we came to TikTok. And so it just opens it up for everybody to just discuss. And so we just talk about different parts of the book, and I just engage with people.
Yeah.
It's on Audible. That's what Angie said. It's definitely on Audible. And I listen. I like to listen. I like to read, and then I like to discuss. So that's what we're doing. So
No, that's really good. And obviously, I definitely agree with that like a lot of the things that upset us, or like the way that we act and everything like that, is all rooted in something else. And so, yeah, I love that y'all are reading that. I want to get into reading more.
Good.
But
So
I'll be on TikTok.
on Sunday nights we do leadership books. So we go with we're looking at books. A lot of times as you grow in leadership, you get in rooms with people, and if you talk to people with wealth and money and influence, they always reference a book. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I'm learning is that I need to reference some too. Okay.
Yeah.
And not only do I, the Holy Spirit said, you're going to teach other people to do the same thing. So we all in this book. And so even if you didn't get the book, you're going to be like, yes. And it was something about this book that I was a part of this book discussion. And we were discussing this book called The Little Book of Big Lies. And so with The Little Book of Big Lies, we were and then you say whatever it is you want to say. So you can learn how to engage and reference books at the same time. Because honey, when you're trying to get that money, you're trying to do these things, and you're trying to connect with people, this which bridges the gap. They know that you have something to give to the conversation. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Do you work in corporate?
I don't, but I know what they do, honey. I'm learning. I want the corporate money. I don't really want the corporate job. I would just want the money.
Yeah, like a consultant. They make
yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
All right, well, I won't take over. I'll go on mute and I'll kind of listen in to everybody else that was already chatting. But thanks for inviting me up.
No problem. It's good to explain to people, because some people don't know. And, I want people to know that you don't have to have the book. I got plenty of folks in my book club that they even got the book and may not have read. So, and then sometimes I have to, let me hurry up and to read it at the last minute because I be struggling too. So we just make it fun for one another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like to respond to Angela's thing,
Mm-hmm.
and that she got to the point in her stories that she let in the light of forgiveness. Because one of the things about by her forgiving, we want to keep that person in bondage by holding them down.
Mm-hmm.
For that situation, the problem is when you're trying to hold them down in bondage, you're not free because your hands are tied up trying to not forgive and making sure that they don't go free or be, free to think that they got away with being unfair or unjust. But when you let them go and find you think that they're getting their freedom, you're getting yours too. And you get to heal from it and move on. To be free to embrace something positive and grow in your life. Because God will replace whatever it seemed like you lost from dealing with them.
Say it. Say that. He gonna give it back up.
She also said, she quoted Matthew, I think it's 5:24.
Mm-hmm.
Quoted where you lay your gifts at the altar, and I was just making a statement. Your gifts, they are for you. They ain't for God, no way. Those gifts are from Him. He ain't no Indian giver. Once He gave it to you, it's yours.
Right.
So you are to use them. So when the scripture says to lay them at the altar, it's basically letting us know, okay, everything that you think is important and special in your life, set it aside and go get that thing in order, because that ain't going to just free them, but that's going to free you. Because you're not holding that bondage. The word tells us to lay aside every weight that so easily beset us. So you got to get rid of everything that's going to act as a weight to keep you from moving forward.
Amen. Amen. I like that one.
That's so true. And you said when you were saying no weapon that is formed against us, you said it will not prosper. And I'm like, it won't prosper, but it'll sure enough hinder us. And that, like when you were talking, that's what I heard. Nope, won't prosper, but it will hinder. If we don't take it away, like you said, take it, don't even allow it to be available. Like what? Yeah, this is good. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
I receive it.
Thank you. That was good. I like how he just said that our gifts ain't even ours. So here we are giving our gift that God gave us back to Him. And then we want to give to Him all upset with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you going to be all upset with folks and then want to give a gift to the Lord? I don't want your janky gift that I gave to you. You know, like how we be re-gifting gifts. And then sometimes I just wonder, because we weren't a part of that time, right? Was people really giving God, like their best gift? Like, were they giving God like somebody had given to them? And like, I'm gonna use this as a nice gift. And then you were like, I'm gonna use this as a sacrifice. I don't want this gift. You think they ever did that? And it's just like, because, we're flawed people, right? So I can see someone doing something like that, even for the Lord. Lord, I just want to give you this gift. And then you try to come up with some special way that, to refit it. I like the other box. I liked it the way y'all had it. Y'all changed it. Who changed it?
Hold
on. Okay, thank you.
Not me.
Okay, because I don't know how to do them boxes. Okay, we're gonna have to do a tutorial later on. I just feel like sometimes we really need to evaluate, when we bringing stuff to the Lord, when we're looking at how we want to, the things we get upset about, you're upset about this thing and it's making you respond in such a way. So I had a personal situation where I really got upset with someone, and, but then I have to go back and look at myself and say, was that a pride thing? I know they were disrespectful, but it wasn't a pride thing for you that made you get upset. Was it like, how dare, just because you the supervisor don't mean you can talk to me this way? Was there a pride thing going on within me? So we need to figure out those whys. And going back and reflecting on journaling is one way to do that. That's one way, but then there are all these other ways we can do it. I wanted to get into, it was something else she said that was really good in this book. Let me pause this. So when she talked about that self-care piece, she said it opens up. She said, look within is she said looking within is a huge action. She said it opens all other doors. It will naturally lead you to other acts of self-care that fosters healing. So one step in the self-care journey can open up many other doors for you. When you decide, you know what? I don't like this side of me. I don't like why I was so triggered by the situation. Even if the person that hurt you was, even if it was a real hurt, even if the trigger was a real trigger, there's something about that trigger that we need to tap into. And the fact that you want to do that is a form of self-care. And the blessing that's going to be on the other side of that healing is what we're after, right? So she says, looking within is a huge action. Then she goes on to say, inward glance attitude says, no matter what I see, I will not judge myself. I will not hold a grudge. I will deeply and profoundly love and accept myself and give myself permission to let go, forgive, and move on. I will be grateful for this awareness, for the awareness, and grateful that I can live my life more fully from this point forward. And remember, so she talked about that before, y'all. Remember that she would say that, now there was a time that I would be like this and I would be going off and cussing everybody out. But from this point forward, even after the cuss out, even after it just got out of my mouth, I'm going to make a decision that I'm not going to be upset anymore. I'm not going to let this situation bother me the way it has in the past. From this point forward. So did that come up for you all when you all saw that this point forward? Did it remind you of what we learned previously? From this point forward.
Yeah. And what we gather is that these things that have happened, she says, you start by addressing it. You learn that you're bigger and stronger than those painful past situations.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So an inward glance will soak into the hard ground underneath the upset. Okay, so when you take that inward glance, you're gonna be digging into the dirt, into the soil, that hard ground of your upsetness. Okay, and you're going to reveal the assumptions that we've made and the conclusions we've drawn from those assumptions. See, I thought you was upset with me because of blah, blah, blah. But now that you know what? It wasn't you, it was me. Then you go back and be like, I'm so sorry. I realized that. You know how we've done that before? Do you all recall a time when you took an inward approach on the situation, you realized, you know what? That wasn't even them. It was me. Anybody?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Fortunately, every time for me.
Not every time. I'm quite sure you've learned.
I definitely learned, but every time, like I sit back and I'm like, girl, you just did too much. You did way too much.
So what do you think the difference is between the Angie that did too much and the Angie that is able to reflect and see that you did too much? You think it's a difference?
Yeah, 50. Because I'm telling you, when I turn 50, things change. Honestly, like one day I woke up and it was like, I'm tired of feeling like this. I'm tired of people playing with me. And that's what I felt like. I was like on a string, a yo-yo, and this one making me mad, and this one making me cut up, and this one making me act up. And I'm like, hey, you got to get some control. And it was honestly in the book club. Like I started looking at myself and saying, okay, something has to give. I got to do the work. And what you said was absolutely Correct. You start with one thing because remember when we were doing mm, 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 not the calendar at the beginning of the year,
Okay.
and we didn't get to do it.
Oh, we were praying. I was talking about the goals.
Right. And I had so many. And I was like, I don't know where to start. Like it's so much I want to do. And I don't know. Just one day in the book club, I'm like, okay, all right. I'm just going to tackle one thing. And I did. And whenever I did that and I followed through, it led me to something else. And then it led me to something else. And I remember listening to Coach Derek. Remember when you brought him on that one Saturday? I remember listening to him and I was like, oh my God, he's amazing. But I never felt the need to explore his services, right?
It's a whole journey, honey.
I was like, yeah, honey, good luck. Y'all go ahead. But today he was talking and he said, okay, how many of you bop. And there was so many of us on there, but only 6 of us responded. And he said, I bet it's more. I bet it's about 20 people. But these people were, brave enough to jump out there. And where I am now, like, I don't care who thinks what, like, because it's me. I'm holding myself back. So it started with me just getting tired. A lady preached one time, you got to be fed up with the setup in order to get a let up. And I got fed up.
You have to say that more than once now. You know how I have to say it more than once.
She said you have to be fed up with the setup in order to get a let up.
That's good.
And so I was fed up. And I been in church my whole life. And I'm like, I need balance. Like, how can you be so high spiritually and just so low in every other area of your life? I was like, what does abundant life look like? And that's what I began to pray and ask. And I'm like, if it's something in me, can you show me? And then can you be patient with me? Because I don't want you to have to humble me. But can you show me how to humble myself? And can you be patient with me while I humble myself?
Right.
And can you let some of these trials that I already went through count as some trials that I got to go through, like time served? Can you let that be?
Right. Lord, I'm trying. It's me, oh Lord.
Honey, I have learned to be very, very specific when I'm praying, because you just out here throwing prayers and he like, oh yeah, I got you. What, you want patience? I already been through some stuff. Let that count. No, sir. I'm good on that. So yeah, it just started with one thing, and me being sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Yes, that's so good. That's so good. Don't be muting. That's so good. Look at old Tiff. Hey, we gotta give Tiffany, honey. We got to praise the Lord for Tiffany. Wait, no, don't go on mute, sis.
Did she do it?
She did it. Wait, Tiffany.
She did it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm loud too. Now,
Did
Tiffany, go ahead and give your praise report.
I got my license.
She got her license. Yes.
Go, Tiffany.
Go, Tiffany.
I'm so happy for you.
Yes.
I've been praying about that thing, girl. Yes.
Go ahead, Tiffany.
So excited.
Tiffany about to have that long money. You about to get that clinic together. Everybody about to go all the way up.
I'm telling you, I'm excited. I'm so excited.
Yeah, when she texted me, I was like, huh? Girl, you better get it. I'm behind you, sis.
Yes, I was so excited. I was like, everybody was like, you changed your email, you did it. I'm like, I'm just so geeked up because that is all God. It ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yes. God is so good.
Yep.
He's so
Yep.
faithful. He's so faithful. And the beauty of it is you did not forget to share and tell your story.
That's right.
And that's what we need to do. And that kind of goes into the other book that we're reading of the 7 levels of intimacy. We have to tell our story. That is a beautiful journey. And he gonna make all them ashes, he gonna make all that beautiful. He gonna show you how all of that gonna be set up for your good. Cause that time.
I can't wait to see, honey.
Huh?
I can't wait.
It's here right now. You got to shout right. It's here right now because there is no way that you went through all of the trials that you've gone through last year and up to this point that this ain't gonna be all part of your testimony in your clinic and everything you about to be doing for the kingdom and these people.
That's what I see. It was so funny because there was that one moment where, because it was like my second or third time applying. It was the third time, and at one point I got frustrated. I was like, Lord, we must gonna do something real extravagant with these licenses because I feel like the devil is everywhere I turn, trying to discourage me. Or there is something that takes more precedence over it, and I'm trying to juggle this and juggle that. So,
and that's what I've been dealing with, those distractions that keep me from studying and doing what I need to do. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you for the love for the guests and all of that, liking the live, all that. Go ahead, Coach Stephen.
When you are powerful in the kingdom, the enemy, and he's not going to let up. He going to try and slap you all upside the back of your head because it's a distraction. Because it's a distraction. Pain is a distraction, y'all. And if we keep allowing the pain to be a distraction, we're going to get off the mark. See, one demonstration, the Most High allowed us the best demonstration of us focusing even through pain is when we look at the crucifixion in Christ. When we understand all the pain that he went through, but he still stayed focused on the task at hand. We got to stay focused in what we got to do. That's why the scripture says, take up your own cross and follow him. We got to go through our own tests, trials, and painful situations. But in the end, what has to be is going to be, long as we stay focused and stay on the mark.
What the wine say? And in the end, we will receive a great reward for what we've done. Okay, maybe I don't know that. The song it talks about we will never know all the lyrics are for we will never know all the people we have reached, for we will never know all the lives, or something about all the people that we have taught, but we know that and for a lesson you will teach, and in the end the time will begin and we'll receive a great reward for what we've done. It's an old whining song, but I'm trying to figure everybody's part. You can't really do that. You know that song, Lisa? Anybody?
I've heard it. I was a Winans fan.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, because y'all, when nobody singing in with me, y'all was just leaving me out there.
No, I wasn't going to sing it with you, but I had to let you handle that one.
Yeah, but y'all could have brought in the lyrics. I was struggling with the lyrics. Y'all just left me all out there. That's all right.
I was praying for you, honey, too. But I couldn't jump out there singing.
All right. That's all right. Y'all was with me in spirit. Okay. People need that old school, that old time religion on the TikTok. You got to throw in some old whinings, Shoot, some Uphold Me. That was my song back then. Uphold Me with thy sweet spirit. Whatever you do, don't take your joy from me. Oh, that was my jam.
That was a burner too. I remember that one too.
Let me tell you, I was on this bus ride and they had played that song. I made them rewind that song about 5. They was like, again. I said, again, y'all. And remember back then you had to rewind it, so we had to sit back and wait. Look how far we've come. Trying to rewind the tape, y'all. Oh, we have come a mighty long way. Okay, So, Tiffany, did you read chapter 7? Did you get a chance to get into it? Uh-oh. I guess she busy. Oh, you did? Okay. What you think about it?
I thought it was really good. There was one line in there that I didn't know how I felt if I completely agreed with it.
Okay. What was it?
Hold on, I gotta go get the book. Wait.
Okay. Well, if you can recall it, you have to quote it. We can.
There was the line where she talked about our the upset.
The upset?
Being a part of us or living with us.
Y'all know, for those who got the book, y'all know what she's talking about. She says a part where she was saying upset.
Okay, thank you.
Girl, can we set a play there? I want to go to Legoland.
Oh, yeah, we need to do this.
Okay. For these kids go back to school. When your baby go back?
Oh.
The 4th? The 13th? The 13th? How you get the 13th? I got the 4th.
The rest of the kids on they're on the 4th, she go to private school.
Oh, okay. See, we need to go to private school, but we can go on the 13th. See, I was dealing with some hurt at the private school, y'all. It was coming up in my shot. Now I had to pull my baby out because I'm like, you know what? I can't deal with this. Y'all about to be calling me, and I'm paying all this money all the time, and y'all gonna be calling me. Okay, they was calling me all the time. They were telling me to come get him. No, I'm not. I'm at work. I pay y'all. This ain't free. I said, let me tell y'all what about to happen. He was only there 2 months. I pulled him right on out.
Oh, goodness.
I don't know what was going on. My son, he was cutting up. That behavior is gone. He never had it again. That was kindergarten. They got them all together. So I kind of want to put it back in. He going to 3rd grade. I'm like, can we look at this again? But anyway, go back. So you were saying what were you saying? Did you grab your book? Okay, tell me. I'm upset. The I'm upset statement. I see it. It's on page 120.
Yeah, when she talked about that, we always carry our upset with us or our hurt with us, like that previous hurt. And, to a certain extent, I agree with that. But then to another extent, the counselor in me was like, yeah, we don't have to always carry it, though. That's what you go to therapy for. We go ahead on and process that on out.
But that's what she said about the self-care piece. That's a self-care piece, going to therapy. Yeah.
So
yeah.
When she said that, I was like, okay. I'm jamming with you again.
Mm-hmm.
But I did like how she there was an activity on here.
Oh yeah, let's get into that.
I'm about to do that.
Okay, well, what part of the activity? Let's get into it because we ain't got to the activity here. We just ended the Lisa gave us the last part. That was kind of filling in the gaps, but we at the activity part. Go ahead, let's give it to us.
Where she talked about take the behavior, the experiences, the old memory, and the new situation that you experienced, and put it on a split screen, and then similar feelings and beliefs. I was like, I'm about to do that. I got 2 planes I want to do that with. I was like, that is nice.
Yeah. She said when you talking about sitting in the observer's chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I really did like that activity, and I like where she talked about the self-care piece of it, where she really talked about making sure that you are looking within, and you are ready to acknowledge that acknowledge the hurt.
Absolutely.
Feel,
Absolutely.
So that you can practice forgiveness. Now, forgiveness is a whole thing. I do the whole thing on forgiveness. Forgiveness is a whole journey in itself. But I did love how she really talked about making sure that you process through those hurts that you have, because it is true. So much of the hurts that we, so much of the ways that we respond or react as adults have a lot to do with things that we would hear in our younger years.
Absolutely.
That probably don't even remember.
Mm-hmm. That's so true.
Yeah, it was really good. I do appreciate. I love how her chapters are really kind of short, sweet, and to the point.
Mm-hmm.
And then she gives you the little the pointers at the end.
Yeah.
And I really did like it because I do a lot of work with my clients on like the I feel statement, and so I like the fact that it was kind of like a different take on the I feel statement.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like I'm feeling hurt,
Mm-hmm.
and just acknowledge it.
Mm-hmm.
And why.
Yeah, I told one of my clients I want to go through this book with her. So she's supposed to be getting it, child, but I don't know. I'm going to have to follow up with her. Okay, so let's get into the inner fitness practice. Huh? I need to mail it to her because I do all my stuff virtual. I probably do need to mail it. Get her address and mail it.
I said I was going to get a couple of copies of this book, put it on my bookshelf, and give it out.
Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah, because this is definitely a book to give out. Okay, so the inner fitness practice, the big lie. Other people and things cause you to be upset. That's the big lie. But she said the truth is your upset already lives within you. The current upsetting experience that triggered the pain of your unresolved emotions. If you think that I'm upset because is the answer, recognize what follows the word because is not the truth. Is just a justification. Okay, so the current upsetting, right? You think that you're upset because, but all you're doing is justifying the reason why you're upset, because that ain't really the issue. So then she says the possibility, acknowledging old unaddressed hurts and thereby leaving that hurt behind. Instead of I'm upset because statements, your future can be full of statements like I am happy because, I'm excited because, I'm okay because. Okay, that's what we need to get into. All right. So then she wants us to try these things. Okay, so she gave us four tasks that we can do. So one is take a day or a week to listen to these statements. Write them down when you think about them and hear them out of your mouth. I'm disappointed because you did what? I'm irritated because of, she said, the traffic. So just think about the things that cause you frustration throughout the week and write those things down and then really examine. She said, get in your observer chair. Okay, and then create that split screen. What happened and what you think may be the reason why that happened. Okay. Number 2 says, get curious about the statements you most often. Get curious about the statements you use most often. Okay. So she gave examples. Why do I feel upset, irritated, depressed, or scared? Okay. So get into that word. Oh, I'm scared. Why you always scared? Oh, I'm frustrated. Why you always frustrated? Oh, I'm tired. Why you tired? And I told you guys about those I am statements. So I am is a God statement. All right. So we should never use an I am statement and then say something negative at the end of it. I am frustrated. I am irritated. No, I am the head and not the tail. I am excited. I need to work on getting more energy. Okay. Because or I need some rest, but I am tired. I am stupid. I am dumb. All of those statements. It's like the angels here. I am. They running. Then you like, I'm tired. Oh, they can't do nothing with that. The angels can't do nothing with that. Can't nobody help you. Can't nobody in the spiritual realm come and help you get to the next level because of your statement. It counteracts the I am. Okay, because God is the great I am, but He gives us the ability to be I am as well. So we can't be I am in something negative. We just can't. So whatever you find, thank you. Whatever you find, don't judge it, no matter how often the habit began. Use the acceptance statements. Lovingly say to yourself, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself and give myself permission to let go of the past and move on. Honey, it's time to move on. Get with the gettings. That right there? We're going to the next level. We can't take that with us. Let's get it up out of here. I know I got some stuff to get up out of here. You know, and it's so funny, Angie. I have not done a workshop on goals since that one time I attempted to do it. See how the enemy worked? I just have not done it. You've been telling me all the time.
Yep. I never followed through to finish. I bought everything. I was so excited.
And it's like, I be doing that for me. God be like, you know what? I told you to do that. If don't nobody come to the thing, you just do it. And I'm just like, okay, God. And then I'm cheating. Then I start cheating and just doing like, let me just do a little short video on TikTok, but just post it. God said, that ain't what I told you to do. I'm like, ain't nobody coming. I be, hey, y'all, welcome in. By myself. God said, that's what I told you to do. By yourself. Yeah. I ain't got to be famous with it. Can just 1 or 2 people come? Okay, God. Here we go. Anyway, so let's not judge ourselves, because I guess that's what I'm doing, is judging myself. And I cannot judge myself, right? Because I am great. I am wonderful. Number 4, whenever these statements or other discoveries come up, repeat the self-acceptance statements. So what's the self-acceptance statement? Anybody? A self-acceptance statement? Anybody? Bueller? Nobody has one? Okay. Lisa, I'm gonna call on y'all. Coach Chris, Coach Steven, you ain't got no self-acceptance statement?
But this has been a good chapter for me because with the self-reflection, definitely talk about it to how you situation.
So what would be a statement that you would say, Lisa?
I would not that this is a hurtful situation. What can I learn from it? Talk about it. God help me on this. And
so a statement would be, I am an overcomer. I am not bound by my hurt.
Okay, I'm an overcomer, not bound by my hurt.
I am more than a conqueror.
I am more than a conqueror.
I have the ability to get through this.
I have the ability to get through this.
There it is. What you got, Coach Chris? I mean, Coach. I keep calling you Coach Chris. Coach Steven. I'm sorry.
I don't know, but you said a few of them I was going to say. But then you can also look at it and say, you know, I'm still a work in progress because I may not be where I know I need to be, but also know I'm not where I was yesterday. And so I'm overcoming day by day. I'm growing day by day. So I'm becoming more and more what I need to be. But it says I am, like she just said, I am a work in progress. You know, I tell people all the time, we'll never be perfect, but we can always be perfecting. That's 2 different things. I'll never be perfect, but I'm going to perfect myself in every way and avenue that I can.
And we're going to keep working until we get it, right?
Exactly.
And when we get it, what that means? What else you got next to do? Once you get perfect in everything, in every area of your life, what else is left? It's time to rest. Until then, you're going to be imperfect. Okay? And I think we probably get perfect in that last breath. if it may be on the other side. Oh, here we go. We've been found it all. These are all the parts that make us whole. And then some of us may not even take it because depending on where we're going to be eternally, we may not take it with us. We just have opportunity to experience what it would have looked like. Ooh, who want that though? Okay. So the author ends by saying, when we brush by painful experiences and neglect our self-care, we lose our connection to self. When we brush by painful experiences and neglect our self-care, we lose our connection to self. Ain't nobody got time to lose our connection to self, okay? Because when you lose connection to self, who are you? You connected to the great I am. You disconnected. If you ain't connected to self, then your story says you don't need to be here. That's when we get these self-defeating thoughts. You know, I'm a loser. I'm a failure. I can't do nothing right. Everybody left me. My dog left me. Everything. Every time I touch something, it fails. Here you go. You know, every time, you know, it's always something that's going to happen. It's always something. You know, no, we can't accept that. Okay. I was listening to this guy on TikTok. He said, and I wrote it down, do the right thing at the right time with the right motivation. Isn't that good, y'all? Do the right thing at the right time with the right motivation. That's what he said he tell his kids. Huh?
Amen.